Spring break, that's just around the corner. It's already here for some. And fun can be found at the cinema. Celebration Cinema, to be exact. Among the activities you can enjoy is the return of the pop-up drive-in cinema. Emily Lokes joins us this morning to share more. Good morning, our good friend Emily. How are you?
Great to see you this morning. It's been quite an unusual year, but I'm glad to be in this space and the sun's shining.
Oh my goodness. Plus, you know what? People are coming back. They're craving that popcorn. But let's talk about these pop-up drive-ins. They're opening up this week. Tell us about them.
They opened today. You know, we initially opened pop-up drive-ins last summer when our theaters were closed, thinking that this is a temporary measure to allow people an opportunity to see movies. And people discovered how fun and how memorable the drive-in experience really could be. And so now, come again this spring, we're reopening the pop-up drive-ins at Celebration Cinema North and at our Lansing location. And King Kong versus Godzilla opens this weekend, Godzilla versus Kong. Also, we'll be showing Raya and the Last Dragon, and you can see them inside theaters. You can see them at the pop-up drive-ins. You can see them at the IMAX. But I'm gonna bring my kids to the pop-up because we just enjoyed it so much last year.
I tell you what, it was one of the best memories I had with our family going to the Getty and doing that drive-in thing over Halloween a few years ago. It's such an experience. Now, normally when you're going to these, old school people might remember the boxes that you would put on your window. The experience now is a bit different, right? You tune into the radio. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's a really clean signal. It plays right through a FM radio signal, right into your car stereo, or you can bring a boombox if you want to. A lot of people set up just like a tailgater, but with movies right outside of their car. You know, my kids love to make a fort in the back of the Subaru, open the hatch on the back, bring some camp chairs, and we'll be continuing to serve your favorite movie treats. So if you are interested in pop and popcorn and all of the other good stuff, you can walk right into the theater lobby and get concessions, use the restrooms, come back on outside. We are asking people to wear masks while they're in the theater. So pop-up drive-ins open this Wednesday, and we anticipate that we'll be keeping them open through at least the spring and maybe into the summer if people are enjoying coming still.
Unbelievable. I think you just covered all of my follow-up questions too, which was restrooms. Okay, you can go inside to use the restroom, and of course, can you get those lovely concessions? But you're talking about people are kind of tailgating with this, so it's okay to bring a cooler?
You know, bring whatever makes you comfortable. And I love just the whole experience because people are very creative in packing out their cars and setting up camp. We're obviously going to be providing all of the food that you need, but bring what makes you comfortable. Pop-up drive-ins are a great way to experience the movies.
Absolutely. It is a memory that you should pass on to your kids. And we know Godzilla versus Kong. I'm going to have to see the pop-up drive-in and IMAX because I mean, that just screams IMAX, that movie, for crying out loud. How can people get tickets?
You can buy tickets on the Celebration Cinema website right at the proximate theater. So Celebration Cinema Grand Rapids North is where people are going to be looking in Grand Rapids. And we have it clearly labeled as a pop-up ticket. You can actually scan that right off of your phone at sort of the entry gate in the parking lot. We'll have directional signage. Or you could buy a ticket at the gate, but I'm just going to recommend that you buy those on the website so that you can reserve tickets on what might be a busy week with spring break.
And finally, Emily, what has it meant for the public to be coming back into the theater and supporting this family-owned business?
You know, we believe that people love to gather around story, and this has been such a hard year in which, you know, we've, for many reasons, been careful of each other, careful of our communities, and trying to do that in the right ways. But our company exists to create space where people have memorable experiences with each other and gather around story together. And it has just been wonderful to see that begin to happen again, and Hollywood movies begin to hold their dates. And we're feeling optimistic at this point. Maybe it's just because the sun's shining. But we're feeling optimistic that we're going to see a return of these experiences in their full glory come in another few months.
Oh, Emily, I swear I can almost smell the popcorn. Thank you so much for the time and for the information. We encourage you to pack the family up into that car and head out to a pop-up drive-in at Celebration Cinema North in GR or Celebration Cinema Lansing. Again, Godzilla vs. Kong, Raya and the Last Dragon, both showing, and tickets are waiting for you at celebrationcinema.com. Coming up.